I'm Tiffany.
Hello, I'm Joe.
I'm Gio.
I'm Bart, and you're watching
AskTheFeels.
And today we have a question from Blue Panda 21.
Panda Express.
Me and my girlfriend have been together for almost 2.5 years now. We're both in college. She's a sophomore and I'm a freshman. I'm at a community college and she's at a university. It's not that far in distance, but our schedule makes it hard for us to meet up. She feels that she's restricted and worried that she hasn't felt the feeling of being single for a while. I think she's scared she might find someone else that's better and she will never know because she's with me. I love her very much and she loves me as well. What shall I do?
I'm sorry to say this to you, but it sounds like she wants out of the relationship.
It sounds like she's very curious what the world has to offer outside of you, and you don't want people thinking that way. Like when they start becoming curious and thinking like that, that means they're already pretty much on their way to go.
Yeah, she wants out.
Yeah, because then she probably already has these needs that aren't being met, or maybe she's trying to explore outside of this relationship because she isn't happy in this relationship.
I mean, not only that too. I feel like when you jump in a relationship at a certain phase in your life, if you guys aren't growing together, then you guys kind of tend to just go in separate ways. And I feel like it's always the most common thing that happens when you have a relationship in high school and then you move into like the college life, because it's like such a whole new experience. Like you don't have bells controlling, when you move from one class to the next. You don't have teachers telling you what to do. Your parents are a little bit more lax. You have a lot more freedom, and I feel like that definitely entices a lot of people. Like, dang, I don't want to feel restricted. I want to explore.
And I think you guys are using the word love incorrectly. Because if you guys really loved each other, then curiosity wouldn't be an issue. I think it's at this point where she really wants to know what's outside of this. And if she feels like you're the one holding her romantic or sexual experiences back, then she definitely doesn't love you. I know it's hard to hear, but that is the truth. So
Yeah, because if you guys quote unquote loved each other, there would be no questions. Like you wouldn't even entertain the thought. You would already be thinking about how to build a future together.
Yeah, you would be thinking of ways like, okay, so every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm gonna come to you, and then the next weekend you come to me. So it's like you guys would find different alternatives to spending time with each other, opposed to finding ways to not hold each other back.
Yeah, because right now what I hear is just a lot of things why the relationship isn't gonna work. So it might even be in your guys' best interest to just cut it off right here. You guys are in different colleges with different schedules anyways, and start fresh and start that and satisfy that curiosity, because both of you guys are really young. You guys are a freshman and a sophomore. So and you guys could focus on yourselves and maybe even just date around a little bit and see what you really like, and then find that person that you really love.
Yeah, and at the same time, if you feel like that solution might be a little bit too extreme for you guys, and both of you guys are kind of unsure where you want to take the relationship, but you know that breaking up might be a little too extreme, then you guys can definitely try taking a break, and like maybe setting some sort of like boundaries to that. Like, hey, you know what? We're gonna take a break, but let's just try not to sleep with anyone. You know what I mean? So that you guys are like still somewhat connected, but then still free to explore what you need to explore.
I don't think that's gonna work.
I
think with the girl, with how curious she is already,
she sounds really curious.
I think she wants to see what's out there, and so I don't think that. I think what's gonna happen.
She's ready to move on.
Yeah, I think he's gonna end
like
up being the one getting hurt, because for him, he's gonna take the break seriously, and he's gonna be like, okay, I have this girl, let me see what's going on. But I think for her, it's like, all right, this is my way out. Let me find the guy and then come back and let him know. And so he's gonna be stuck with nothing.
Yeah, she's not being straight up with him about what she really wants, which is a way out of the relationship.
She's beating around the bush for sure. And you don't want to be around someone who's going to be like that. You want someone who's going to be straight up with you and save yourself a lot of heartache, and save yourself from being dragged on by someone who doesn't have the courage to let you know straight up. She's probably going to be like, yeah, I love you a lot and stuff, but you never thought about exploring just a little bit. And then like that kind of talk to me is like, it's like, get to the fucking point. And she's gonna put these thoughts to where you got, maybe you feel like you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but what the sound of it is just completely, she's trying to run. So you wanna prepare yourself, embrace yourself for that, accept it, and find ways to just move on.
Thank you for watching that episode of Ask the Feels. If you too have questions that want to be addressed, go ahead and go to our website, AskTheFeels.com, and you can submit your question there. For the last video, click over here. Stretch out your legs until you can do the splits, then you can ride them all day.
Did you say 60 seconds to 120 seconds?
Yeah, a minute to two.
Oh, I've never heard it put like that.
120?
120 seconds.
No, I know the math, but I just, people